Hello. There we go. What's up, Mandy? What's up, Zazo? Becca, hello. Snow Leopard, how you doing? Okay. What I'm gonna do today is a big old question mark. Let's see. What were we doing yesterday? A little crazy there. There we go. Hello. So, let me check a few things here, because we're good. Okay. Good. And, boop. Just a little bit. So a couple things I wanted to do here. Yes, there is the alchemy stuff. I'm going to figure that out some more, but I do have the Steam Deck working again, and I would like to try and figure out this issue that I think I have a theory on why it's not loading when you restart your game. And I believe it has to do with loading, like, file location. I think it's in the wrong place for, in fact, let's go ahead and start that up real quick. There's a few things I need to do here. I need to set up the Steam Deck to receive the beta branch stuff. Okay. Calm down. So let's get that stuff set up, and I don't know if that's all I'll be doing today in the 2-hour block here, but it is something that's just, it's at the front of my mind. It's something I just thought about, so I would like to see if I can do something about it. And if I can get Mortuary Assistant reliably loading on Steam Deck, that's a plus. So, you know, all that's kind of important. So by builds. Okay. And then I've got my branches. Oh boy, 69mega.com. Fill life with emotions. Find love. That's really very compelling. Oh no. Wait a minute, are they different people? I tried, is it just the one spam? How I report it, and then just the one goes away? That's silly. Unless they got different names, which could be a thing as well. There we go. See, that removes all of them. Weird. Oh well, I guess, you know, unless you guys grabbed it during that time, you're not gonna find some 69 love or whatever. Oh no. Hey, Sinus. Sinus has done some fantastic art for Mortuary Assistant and a little cosplay stuff here and there. Pretty cool. On lunch break at work. Yeah. Hello. Hi, Deborah. How y'all doing? Not 69 love, no. I mean, it was 69 mega. Fill life with emotions, find love. So I guess 69 emotions. All right. Anyway, so, actually, now my brain is curious, because it sees the file is there. Whatever, let me just get the Steam Deck on the beta branch real quick, so I can at least test it whenever. Going home. Assistant. Go to it. Properties, betas. And then I guess I'd want to do stable. Yeah. That's not that. Okay. I feel like such an old person when typing on this because you have to like do the hunt and peck. I just need glasses to. There we go. Now I'm on that, I think. Possibly. Possibly. Does it say what I'm on when I check it? It does not. Let me just make sure. Okay, I am on it, apparently. Alright, well. Easy way to check that. There's no, like, logging. Maybe I should put it on testing instead. Because for the elderly, I mean... John Racine, what's up, dude? It's good to see you, man. How are you? It's been ages. Mr. Racine there is a very, very good friend of mine from many different points in life. Yeah. He's there. There's Amanda's hand. Lots been happening since we were working together. Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's see, what was last one? It was just Tryon, right? Yeah, it was Tryon. And then you departed, and you've been all over the place now, right? You're, I don't know, where are you? Where are you at now? I'm nowhere. Extreme nails? I don't have extreme nails. Get some press-ons. All right, let's see. What am I doing? You know what? Let me get on testing with this thing. That's what I really should do. That's like the responsible thing, because I don't want to turn stable into a testing thing, and then it's all weird. And I don't want to do that. Then I can have logging on and not accidentally put it out there again like I did last time, like a loser, and make everyone's game a little less performant because it's logging everything. Betas. And then see you too. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm at Ravensoft. That's it. I had done some minor stalking to see where you're at. That's right. Going on Warzone. Cool. Let me see. What am I doing? Internal brand staging. Internal. There we go. Check that code. There we go. All right. Now it's downloading a separate thingamajig. Cool. I've already done that. Excellent. Now I can do things here that are weird. Press on nails. The beginning of doesn't there QBI generate over? I don't know if it was AI generated, but it was posted in the Discord. Yes, Philman. Okay. So now in here, we're gonna go ahead and switch a few things around, just because I'm not going to bother with developer build, but we are going to use a player log, and we're going to set this to 5.3, just so it's ready to go once I do thingamajigs. And this isn't necessary to get on like Epic Store or itch right away, because this is specifically Steam Deck related stuff I'm looking at right now, and that doesn't really matter to anybody on itch or Epic Store. I mean, it's surprisingly attractive, yeah. A little uncanny, yes, because it's got like the minor rotation and like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. It's spooky. Okay. So let's go ahead and start this up actually on the Steam D. The old Steam D. What? What do you mean?
That little is the same as when they put package.
Really?
So the first time it did that, I was like, wait.
I didn't notice that at all. All right, so now this is what's tripping me out though, is you can see my ring light is what's going on. I've got to continue right there, see? So it does read the file. It knows the file is there. So that's not the issue. So what I need to do is I need to make a build that I put up on testing that generates logs, and I think I should probably like make it throw warnings on the developer console so that way that pops up and it's like, hey, something's not working, you know. And see, now it's stuck loading. So I need to know, this is good at least because I have I can reproduce it, and I have a file that is causing it. So I can just head on home. Close out. Is the game closing? Whatever. Don't matter. I'll be updating it anyway. Top Dog, what's up? I still need to get you latest, but I'm going to go ahead and do that after this, because I'm trying to figure out why in the world I am not loading on Steam Deck. I'm seeing the file exists, so it is checking the correct location. It's there. But what's really weird is like the file that gets produced on the Steam Deck is not the same as the file path that I put on Steam, where you're supposed to like set it up for cloud save and everything. It does that though. Like it finds it does what it's supposed to do. So it seems to be loading it, but it's going to a different location. So I don't know if there's like a pointer or something. Darth Luke. All right. So this needs to finish doing its thing. Now, Catman, Ender Demon, hello. Alright, so we got them buttons. I need to check if a file exists. There we go. Fresh session file, start a new game. Start game, clear data. Okay, I'm trying to see where I can use the load. Load complete, load complete. Sync, loading, start game. I gotta see what turns that dealy on. Oh, there's so much crap here. I'm just going to clear button. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the continue button at? It's somewhere. I guess I just do main menu 4 in the array. So I could, where am I at? All right. Let's select if it's active in the hierarchy. Select. But where am I? How am I activating it though? What else am I looking at? Ugh, digging through all this code and everything's gross and it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Am I doing anything else here that's weird? Oh, good. That's awesome, Darth. Now I have to figure out what turns this continue button on. Because I fucking forget. I haven't looked at that part in a while. So what I'm trying to do here is none of those are going to be here. So it is in the loader script. This has become a beefy script. It's very irresponsible of me, but that becomes less and less the further I go. And, Just menu. Go to game objects. Clear data. New game. Reset tutorial. Start. Continue button. There we go. This is a game object, so I can set it to true. There we go. Session is ongoing. So I load it. So it finds that and sees that the session is ongoing. So this is happening. All right. I'm trying to see where the trip up is at, because it seems to be once it's going. It seems to be in the loading screen, like in the loading scene, rather. So maybe it's something as simple as the little jumper script in here doing something wrong. Where are you? I know you're in here. Oh wait, let's see. There it is. Okay, so when we load here, load scene, show loading tutorial, loading main game. But it does it when let's see, it does it when you start a new game, that works. When you continue a game while still in the same session, it works. When you exit and continue, it doesn't work. When you delete all the game data, it then works. So I don't know what to do. I know we're at 6,660. Oh, well, not 66. This is a number. But whatever. 3. Some say your code progress alongside with your. Yeah. I believe that. Thought I could stay up to watch this, but I can't. Okay. All right. You have a good night's sleep. What I need is to load the desktop version on the Steam Deck and see desktop. See if I can find the log file that gets developed and see if any of these little debuggies show up. I think I made a shortcut for it. Oh, it's already right here. Game settings, player log, save data long, autofiles. Support workarounds.dsd. What the fuck is that? Is this something that gets sigils react? Oh, there's a new file that gets generated. Top Dog, did you make a new file get generated? Because if that doesn't get carried over by cloud save, that becomes a problem. Hold up. 1A? Where are things? I gotta, hold on, my brain has to, okay, all right. Switching gears. Users. Yeah, I need to know about that so that I can tell Steam to move it over for cloud save. That I can almost guarantee is what's happening. It's looking for that file and it's like, I don't have that, dude. Okay. Well, I bet that's it. In which case, that's an easy non-in-Unity fix. There's still other stuff I'll need to do, but if I can at least get it loading, that's a big deal. Support workarounds. Okay, so what I can do, let's get out of desktop mode. You probably mentioned it and I missed it or something. There we go. All right. Yep. I found it. I done found it. So what I need to do is go into Application Steam Cloud and add another path here. Add a new auto cloud path. That becomes the same stuff. Hold on. Local low. Okay. .bsd, and then that becomes this file here. Yeah, it's just not copying it over, and I can almost guarantee that's what's happening here. Which is pretty fantastic. Why does this window want it? There we go. Yeah, I used to just take everything in the folder, and then I decided not to when there we go. I decided not to when it was copying like game settings and stuff over, and I was like, I don't want to copy that over. I want those to be unique per system. So, okay, that should be theoretically all I've got to do. That would make sense why. Well, yeah, okay, that would make sense. Because what would happen, yeah, when you start a new session, it creates those files. They're local on the system, so when you load back in, it's there and everything works. When you come back in, Cloud Save sees that that file is there, but not there on the cloud where your data is. So it's like, oh shit, I don't copy that file. That shouldn't exist. So it gets rid of it. It doesn't matter. And then it's gone. I bet that's what's happening. And then, yeah, when you delete everything, it creates all new shit. And that's why it works again. That's what's going on. Thanks, Darth. Have a good one. Good morning. Okay, I don't know if I can properly test that. I mean, I should just be able to, but sometimes things don't update properly with Steam, so I can't quite tell if I'm, like, doing it right. So what I'm gonna do is restart. Oops, I'm shutting it down. I meant to restart, but it's fine. I can press a button. I can press a button. I can make that happen. So let's see. What should happen? I'm uncertain at this point in time because the file won't exist on cloud storage, but it will now have the information saying that it should have that file. So it'll probably take from this and then load. Why is Steam Deck now verified? Okay. Let's see. Once it's created, it's only read from and not written. That's interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Let's switch back to standard non-beta branch. Okay, Steam Cloud, it says it's up to date. Let's play. It could still freeze because of weirdness that, you know, takes a while for Steam to do. But I don't know. Because it should do, like I said, it should do Steam Cloud, and it should look at that and be like, okay, that file should be there. Yeah, like I really have no idea. Yeah, see, it's hanging again because I can't tell if Steam is updated, because sometimes it can take up to like 10 minutes for Steam to update, and you can restart to like force it to check, but I have no idea if the Steam Cloud Save stuff like active, like if it updates the same way, you know, I have no idea. Because let's see, we've got all of those. And then we've got workaround DSD. Low like it's supposed to be. Support workaround. Yes, workarounds. Cancel. Okay. So now I suppose I could delete it locally and see if it does it. Yeah. Contains an option to turn the fix off again in case anything else wonky is. Ah, okay. I see. Well. Let's exit. Confirm. I have to go. Can't procrastinate. Study forever. May come back later. I don't know. Hey, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so for the cloud stuff, let me see here. Is there an option? No. Because it could also be weird. This should work. Like, if I play it on PC, it'll upload that extra file. But now it's created the file, but is it seeing that it's missing still on the cloud and being like, oh, that's not supposed to be there? Or let's see, Steam Cloud is up to date, it claims. Steam Cloud, keep game saved in this Steam Cloud. That's another way I could check, I guess, is turn off Steam Cloud for it to see if Steam Cloud is indeed deleting it. But I would still need the file. It's a new thing I'm making. Sorry, I'm so in and out of your shoes. It's all good. So I've got an idea for a new prototypey game thing, but right now I'm trying to fix this loading issue in Mortuary Assistant on Steam Deck because I got the Steam Deck working again, and I had a theory of what was wrong. So now I really think I've found the fix. It's just not working on Steam because of how Steam Cloud can be. But it should... You might need to start a new game, and then it would allow it. Not sure. Let's see. Because it really seems like it should grab this file when it checks cloud storage. It should see that it exists on the system. Maybe it doesn't exist on the system yet. It could not exist on cloud storage and not exist on the system. So it's like, I don't know what to do here, dude. Okay. When does that file get generated, Top Dog? Do you remember? I'm gonna try to start a new game, not clear saved data. Is this the clown-only clown game with DLC clowns? Yes. What's up, Ravens? How you doing, dude? Okay, so boop, and let's try a new shift. Now, I don't know if that file then gets generated, like if it gets generated now, if I start a new shift, or not. I'm assuming not, but... Trying to see what the option would be for this. Though, if that were the case, No, because it wasn't. It wouldn't know to remove it. If the file's there, it just wouldn't even check for it. So maybe that's not the issue. But that would be. Like it should be. Maybe that's not it. Because it would be created by the game, and then Steam Cloud wouldn't know it's there, and so it wouldn't bother with files that don't exist there. It would just leave it, in which case that would then exist on the system no matter what. So maybe that's not it. It's going well, yeah. It's added to the game manager in Mortuary Scene. Okay. So I don't think that's the issue then. Damn it. It's something that needed to be changed, but I don't think it's actually the issue. Okay, so I'm gonna go nuclear, erase data. I'm gonna start a new shift, which it'll let me do, and then go into the tutorial and see if the game will let me load back in, which it might, because the tutorial might behave differently. I know you're proud of me, Grandma. Also, while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and change this to fit the loading text. And then why is loading text stupid? Oh, it's in the thing for some reason. Where's the logo at? Logo's there. There. And then this guy. There. Silly little thing, but it is now. Now it won't be all gross on Steam Deck. Please give her a name. It's Grandma. I mean, you'd know that if you loved your grandma. Okay. So, oh, weird. Oh, that's interesting. That time, I deleted data, and it went to the thingy I skipped, and it's like, nah, dog. And now, it's hung again. This problem goes deeper than I anticipated. Okay, well, so while the Steam Cloud thing was the right thing to do, it was not the problem here. Okay, so what settings do I have on here? I know this is riveting to look at. I'm gonna turn these off. Continue. I'm just seeing if any of the settings alter anything. Shouldn't for this, because this is a tutorial. We have hung again. Interesting. Anything else playing? Just the music. So it loads the scene, it seems. But doesn't actually... no, not guides. Go away. Yeah. One more time. Epic launching on Steam Deck. Zoe as grandma is a good idea. It's an interesting theory. We continue. In which case I will go into the testing branch for future usage. Interesting. So it is loading, playing the music, but it's freezing at some point in that. Don't know where. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Let me change. Testing. Here we go. Shouldn't be anything for testing, but whatever. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's try this. It did an update, and I'm wondering if that, I mean, it still won't be the problem, but I am wondering if that was the fix that I had done for cloud save. Come on, baby. Nope. Okay, good. I mean, not good, but you know what I mean. When it's the same, that's better. Because it means I can try and fix it. Okay, be gone, Steam Deck. All right then. I have no clue. Confidence. So. It's when, I mean, I can at least take a look, I guess, at the loading. It's in the tutorial too, so as soon as it starts, I'm guessing it's something in the game manager then, because that is something that is in both scenes and handles all the startup-iness. Wait a minute. Workarounds. If it's there, then we do our thingamajig. Paper toggle weight. Where are you? Toggle use paper. Use paper. That's the only place this is used. So there's no real place where that would even check for it. Replace sigil. Tutorial version of Game Manager also doesn't have the workaround associated with it, so that stuff only activates. Yeah, exactly. That's, well, I see that looking at this. So just checking, since it was something that I had noticed and needed to follow up on. All right. Bum. All right, when we wake up, we do these thingamajigs. in the tutorial doesn't matter. Oh, it does return though. Start game cold. Start game cold is used in both when you are loading a game. See, this is after we load data. So start game cold is the common thread here. Okay. It is not. Man. Top Dog knows. So Top Dog's the one that I've had work on a couple things here and there while I am, you know, out doing stuff like visiting. It happened when I was visiting family a lot, and he's helped with some other stuff after the fact. So he's done some post-launch Cody support. Yep. Which is why I was talking to him about the sigil thing. He fixed the sigil issue that was causing people to lose no matter what. Yes, there's a lot of insulting myself in my code. Alright, so that's if we're in the tutorial, but these things are irrelevant, I think, because we still hang afterward. Player locked. Not in tutorial, teleport player. Not tutorial. I need to see the things that do happen if we are in a tutorial. Okay, so what I need to do, debug dot. I guess I'll do a warning. I want to be able to see it in the log easily, so. I need to see how far we get. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to go back and forth from this to Steam Deck. And just be like, did it all work? Actually, I guess what I'll do then... a bounds glitch that I wanted to check. Which one? Is it the one in the repeating hallway forever? Because that thing, no matter how many triggers and checks I put in there to be like, oh, you've gone out of bounds, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, which is teleport you back and end it. I mean, I've made that happen every time I've tested it, but then someone else still manages to get stuck. I don't know why. Alright, so I think what I need to do, as annoying as it is, because I can't really do like a step-through thing on the Steam Deck, I think I need to have warnings thrown at each step here, basically. And be like, I've made it this far. I've made it this far. Is there? I'm not aware of one, but I also haven't been doing tons of Steam Deck development yet, or at all. So for now, I'm gonna have to do this. And I'm okay with that, whatever, for now. It's annoying, but I'm just putting it up on test, and if we're not in tutorial, we teleport the player, doesn't matter. Which part of the game it was at? I reloaded but didn't get taken to there again. Corridor, lots of doors. Bathroom at the end of it. Corridor, lots of doors, with a bathroom at the end of it. I don't know. I mean, it could be maybe pumpkin in the corridor. I seem to fall through. I don't know. Huh. Or the bathroom at the end. I'll have to think about that because I'm not sure. Okay, and then launch finale, yeah, blah, 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 modify the session timer, yep. So these things happen and they load, so that's great. Oh, yeah. You carried a pumpkin in there? Shouldn't be a problem, but maybe. I've never tried carrying a pumpkin in there. It's kind of an interesting one. Alright, what else gets... You fell out of the ground too? What? When? Were you carrying a pumpkin also? Let's see, there's other things that happen here at the same time. So there's a few things that I need to do. Though I do check... Hold up. Game manager. If we're in the tutorial, we do all these things. And we wait for everything under the sun to be loaded. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a number of things that come online here. Damn. Manager, random event generator, library builder, keep mining safe load. I mean, I would love to get like an error thrown as well, and maybe that will happen. So, I guess. Okay, here's gonna be a weird one. Well, no, that's only if there's a tutorial. Boo. Okay, let's not do that. I believe only it's start game cold. Not for new game. It's the only thing where there is a consistent, like it used in the tutorial and used when you load in the game. So we're going to start at this point. And we're going to build settings. I'm going to go ahead and make it a development build as well. I believe that's what makes the debug console come up when there is an error in the log. I believe I need that plus log. I know this is not what I was intending to do today, but once things happen, build, and we're gonna go SDK, tools, content builder, content, mortuary assistant, opening the window, deletes, yes. Select folder, there we go. And we're building. Pumpkin of protection? Hardly, it throws you out into the ether. That sounds terrible. Pumpkin of purgatory. Purgatory pumpkin? Let me get back to the builds section here. Builds. So I can refresh when I do my buildy build. And let me go ahead and open and log into the back-end dealy-dally here. It's a very specific term for the Steam API. Boop. And then I need, I got so many things with screens on my desk. There we go. Now we're good to upload once it's done. Can tweet you more info if you'd like. Regardless, thank you very much. Yeah, if you got info, I mean, I'll try going in there with a pumpkin, but I mean, it sounds like it's not pumpkin centric, so maybe it's not that important. But either way, you know, Send the infos. Always good. All down to the pumpkins. Ruined everything. Oh, that coffee's cold. That's awful. Blah. Let's do some research on the Inquisition while we wait. Because I believe that's what I want to do. For those not here yesterday, that might not make a lot of sense. So we gonna be in Spain, sounds like. Catholic Church. Late Middle Ages, Renaissance, scope of position grew significantly in response to the Protestant Reformation, Catholic Counter-Reformation. During this period, the Inquisition conducted Holy See was known as the Roman Inquisition. It also expanded to the European countries, resulting in the Spanish Inquisition and the Portuguese Inquisition. So Inquisitions all around. Everybody gets an Inquisition. Spanish Portuguese Inquisitions focused particularly on the enemies of people who were forced to abandon Judaism against their will. And the Muslim converts to Catholicism. Yes, the pumpkin is to blame for all negative things. During this time, my phone went off. Sorry. Being asked about something. Whoops. Yeah, I did it. I looked at something on a desk. Still building. More Inquisition. Great. Here we go. It started in France, then spread across EU, even Middle East. Origin. Before 1100, Catholic Church suppressed what they believed to be heresy, usually through a system of ecclesiastical okay, imprisonment, but without using torture, and seldom resorting to executions. Such punishment were opposed by a number of clergymen and theologians, I would hope, although some countries punished heresy with the death penalty. Of course, Pope Syracuse, Ambrose of Milan, the Martin of pronunciation of all these things, protested against the execution, largely as undue. Says origin. I want to know where in the. I know you said France, but 12th century counter the spread of. Okay, hold on. Let me clear up the folder here so I can upload that to Steamy. A nice steamy repository. Boop. All right, we are uploading. Let's see. Charge council bishop establishing position. Persecution was temporarily established in Languedoc. Okay, south of France. South of France. So is that France or south of France? Permanently established. largely by the Dominicans in Rome and later. So Rome seems to be like the core area. It seems like it was, yeah, it started south of France. And then it seems like Roman Catholic, like Rome, like ran with the ball. Or just like, let's just start torturing people. Like that'll get it. Mm-hmm. Southern France, yeah. Pope Lucius is that from Rome as well? I believe so. I mean, Roman Catholic Pope, right? Isn't that the thing? Italy. Lucia, Italy. I mean, they be lost on me. I'm not Catholic. I'm not. Vatican gang. So could take place in Rome, which would be kind of cool. Though, was it mostly carried out in Rome, or was it carried out in other areas originating from Rome? Because you can be the hub of, you know, like, we don't really do much of it here because we're all Roman Catholics here. Go out into the rest of the world and fuck shit up, right? Like, that could be as well. Like I said, I gotta keep... like, I really want to understand where, like, the main focus and where it was at its worst, most prominent, you know, because that location is where I'm going to want to put things. Testing. Set build live now. Okie dokie. Publish. Prepare for publishing. Publish to Steam. Steamworks. Really publish. I'm certain I want to publish. To dog. No need to hold the chance. To Mr. Dog. Do not hold the jokes. Update. They're updating testing. Wow, recognizing that there's a new build is much faster on the deck. I gotta restart Steam on here and everything, and that's super annoying. I am on testing, right? I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am. And... in 1307, Inquisitors were involved in France. Seems like it needs to be in France. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we could set it in France. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't want to have to make shit tons of, like, props. I gotta find, like, an area that's not, like, a major portion of France, and like, but still a little dense. I don't want to be making, like, having to make, like, the Eiffel Tower and shit, right? Just for a prototypey deal. I guess I just don't have to, but... okay. What am I doing? Development build. Continue. The text is correct now on the screen. One of the problems is fixed, but that's not the one that really... you know. Okay, now I need to see if warnings actually went up. So now it's time to check the log because it's frozen. I didn't get a warning pop-up or anything. I wonder if warnings... Oh, I don't think warnings do it. I think, what's-its do it. Whatever these are. I forget the name now that I'm not thinking. Log, warning, and... something? Error? There we go. Error. So I could log it as an error. That would do something probably. But whatever. I'm going to go to desktop mode and look for the file. And you guys don't get to see because I'm doing it on this. The tower doesn't... Oh shit, you're right. So you could be... I don't know if I want to go that route. I was going to say you could be like a... an alchemist for the Knights Templar, but then that wouldn't be very... I don't know. Yeah, so we could just make a tower. Tower don't exist. Actually, now I'm curious, when was it made? $1887. So yeah, we are nice and early. Okay, game settings, player log. Alright, so blah, 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 blah. What's the latest here? Motion. Loading tutorial. 6 unused serialized files. Unload time. Controller true. Project settings. Sometimes more than one emotion. Call put. Ignored. Whatever. Debug logger. What? I'm not seeing. Did I not get that far? Library built, current month 10, control true, version mismatch, whatever. Windows video, oh, wait, that doesn't matter. Controller type, project cannot be found. What thing is that? There's not more explanation there. Start loader. Oh, okay, that's just setting up the extension methods. Turn on buttons, in the engine, the input, blah blah blah. Then we go to loading tutorial from the tutorial delete. Controller true, and then we get to the lip sync file and it just sits. I don't have any warnings or anything. So okay, when is that loaded? Some alchemists are natural philosophers. Yeah, well, see, what I plan to do, what I'm thinking of doing, what I plan to do, I've been thinking of this for about half a day total now, but I think I want to make, like, all the horror exists in the treatment of people from the Inquisition, right? Like they're going to be the bad guys. And I'm thinking the alchemist is just not necessarily affiliated with anyone. But I'm trying to think of how I would fit the style of horror I like to do into these things. So I had a thought of, I forget, I think it was, what movie was it? Or maybe it was a movie. Maybe it was Devil May Cry, I think. I forget. Where angels are depicted as almost demonic looking as well. So I was thinking about having, if you took the Inquisition and sort of Catholicism and Christianity and flipped it and was like, they just started worshiping the wrong side, thinking it was the right side, basically. I don't think I need to go this deep in the game, obviously, but just what I'm thinking. And so, like, they are purifying and torturing people along with angels, which are like these, you know, awful looking, demonic looking entities, but they have, like, you know, they still are angelic in some ways. And so you would have a lot of, I think, close quarter scenarios where you're going to like torture chambers or stuff like that. And because all this would be happening, like, you know, underground in like in dungeons and stuff, right, is what I'm imagining. So you would go out into the open area, open world-ish type thing to collect reagents or whatever things you need for performing alchemy. And then you would go into these areas that almost become like demonic, cultish shit. But it's you know, Christianity, and then that's where you would get, like, you're walking down a hallway and there's like multiple corridors and there's a crack in the wall and you see like a weird pale figure that's like an angel, right? And it skitters out of the way and stuff and is watching you as you're trying to make your way through, you know? So kind of like it. Now I'm trying to come at it from a combat-centric approach. Not necessarily like full combat, like Bloodborne or something like that, or any Souls-like, but just coming at it from like a more action-oriented thing, because I haven't done that level of like action, right? So I want to try and combine what I do with like the more passive scare stuff and spooky atmosphere and everything, and really trying to pull you in with that, while having this sort of these combat elements happen. And I still don't know if I want it to be third person or first person. I feel like first person is much better for like feeling immersed. Otherwise, you know, you're like detached from the character, I think, and like things where I want to do like creepy sounds around you and stuff, I feel are also more detached, because trying to play it to be like, you know, whatever side of your head and everything might feel a little weird. I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. Claudia, it can be kind of dark and fucked up. So yeah, basically I could take the darkest fucked up shit and shine a light on it, I think. I think that'd be pretty rad. I think that'd be a good way to go. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let me write this down before I forget. We only got 40 minutes left. I've been working on the Steam Deck shit and I haven't gotten to figure anything out. None of it makes any sense. So I'm just getting right. Let's get right here. Okay. So we're going to take place in, I think, France mainly. France, or could be Rome. I'm gonna look. I think France would be interesting because I think that the building style Back then would be fun to work with. Let me confirm what I'm imagining here. Okay, yeah, this sort of stuff here is what I was imagining. This, it's actually sort of reminiscent of the stuff that I worked with when did Prague and Warhammer. Yeah, see, so I'm imagining streets that are really packed with buildings like this that have like the overhang from here. And I would do it on the other side too, almost to get this like New York-esque kind of like everything's really like condensed. So Doctrine, I'm working on a new prototype idea for Patreon, and I think I've got a cool setting. I like it. I don't want to dive like too deep because obviously it's not like the next big project or anything. It has a potential to be just like any other prototype I could make. But I want to have like a setting, some lore, a gameplay loop figured out, basic stuff for the prototype, and then you can go on there. And then if I did like a full version, then I could do shit like this. That would also be very, very cool, right? You're almost in like Assassin's Creed mode then, but I think there's a lot here. Yeah, but I'm not necessarily trying to be grand. What I want is to be in the, like, this would be like muddy and gross and everything. I want it to be like nasty time period kind of stuff. I don't want it to be like, again, Assassin's Creed, like grandiose things and stuff. I want it to be like the prototype is maybe some alleyways, your little shop, and maybe an external area where you can go collect additional things you might need or something like that, you know? Yeah. So, like, I want it to be nasty. I want, like, the, you know, the streams of, like gray water, just, like, piss and shit and stuff, like, flowing down the streets, and just, like, I want it to be nasty. I think that'd be fun. Because I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to set the stage also for if it is something that I would want to further progress on later. So I want to have a setting that I would be compelled by. Like, I want something that I think I would have a lot of fun making. Exactly, Doctrine Dark. But it would be more involved than that, I think. Like, I don't want to go grandiose with it. I don't want to go crazy. Like, there'd probably be a lot of, like, stand-in art for, like, any inventory things or stuff like that. Temporary systems, you know, like placeholder art for certain things or simple art for certain things, because it's more about getting the idea down, right? I would probably make it somewhat presentable, so that way, the idea is that I would make a number of these for patrons as I go, and then maybe sometime down the line when there's a good chunk of them, release them as a package on like Itch or something for a couple bucks and see what really has like traction. And then I think that would be a cool way to try and figure stuff out. Yeah, look at that shit. Yeah. That's what I want. Should I learn character animation, prop or art, or use assets for a horror game? Yes. Whatever works for you, right? Like, you know, I do everything. I think part of that is just due to the fact that I have experience with a number of different things from my time in AAA that I can apply to this, and I just wanted to learn some extra stuff. But things like animation, where they can take a lot of time and my hand animations would not be very good, I would either hire someone else to do it, or what I've done is get a motion capture suit and clean that up and utilize that and do some hand animation with it, and ends up looking pretty good, right? Just things where I can work around. So yeah, just whatever works for you. Assets aren't bad. Like, assets from the asset store aren't bad, as long as you're not just like taking things, plugging them in and never changing them, and letting performance go bad, and doing things where it's like obvious that it's just an asset that's been seen a million times, you know, that sort of thing. What's your favorite top 5 horror movies? Poltergeist, Paranormal Activity, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser, and then there's a more recent movie called Terrifier that I think would be up there, just as like a different type of, like, a much more gory slasher thing. I don't have the patience for, yeah, me neither. They made way too many Paranormal Activities, yes. First one was great. Marked Ones was okay. That was an interesting take on it that I think still stayed true to the idea. But then what was really weird was, like, they started following through the story of, like, how this stuff came about, and then they just stopped and then made this remake in 21, I think. No, I have not seen Terrifier 2, though I didn't realize it was out, though I did see an article that it's like 2.5 hours long. It's like, most horror movies are like 90 minutes. Yeah, exactly, Danable. I'm the same. I don't think there's a top 5 necessarily. I just mainly named ones that came right to my head, which I assume are ones that I probably like more. Okay. We're gonna go France. I'm making that call right now. Not gonna bother. I'm just gonna go with France. Oh yeah. Has anyone seen Midnight Mass? It's a show. Daily Dose, similar to this. Like, I'm making myself do a small prototype of something here. I did the same thing for Mortuary Assistant, but I did it as a game jam over the course of a week, I think it was. And so just by need, I was like, I need something scary. Dead bodies are scary. Where's an environment where I could be with a dead body? Embalming. Okay, make a setting that does this. And yeah, so it just came up from having my back against the wall for that. This, I don't know how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to give myself a forced time frame. It's probably a good idea. But I don't know yet. I want to have an idea and have something a little more thought out. Hey, Moff. Something like Diablo 3 openings. How about something like Diablo 3 opening? Is it gonna be, what, you mean like the cinematic opening? Okay, so anyway, for the Midnight Mass thing, the reason I brought that up is the whole concept where, like, the priest meets a vampire and thinks it's an angel and then starts doing all these awful things. Like that's sort of what I'm imagining, you know? It's like, they're like, oh, these are angels. It's like, no, it's actually really fucking terrible. And that's why you've turned to, like, torturing people to purify them and killing them, right? Yeah, I think the goal of this... Hold on. I want to take, like, the horrible points of Christian history and highlight them, pretty much, because the Inquisition is fucking terrible, right? And it's this sort of like, oh, we just forget about that. We pretend that didn't happen, right? It's like... you know, we don't think about how we tortured thousands of people. All the torture. Matt, maybe I've locked in on an idea for this one, I think, so I don't want to go too crazy. But let's see. Where am I thinking of, like... I mean, the catacombs are in Paris. Like, I think the catacombs most people think about. So that could take place there. There could be something there. Don't get me wrong. Like, absolutely. But that's more of like a setting, right? That's the main thing, is like settings are different than full ideas, right? But yeah, let me see, can I bring this up? 4 reasons to visit the catacombs. Do I get pictures? No? Okay, whatever. But like the catacombs could be a place you go through to get to a location, right? And that could be neat. I definitely imagine some pretty cool things happening now. A lot of neat stuff that's going on in my brain. Best learning resource for horror games? I mean, there isn't really a resource for horror games specifically. I don't think anyone's made like a master class on it, right? Really, your best resources you want for game development are places like Stack Overflow, Unity Answers. This is for the Unity side of things, obviously. And just like as far as like theory, like game theory and stuff, I don't know. Like that's one of those things where I think that'd be a cool video to make. Like take aspects of horror and like kind of describe what makes them work and like approaches to them and stuff for games. But I don't really know if I'm like, I don't feel like I'm the person to really be saying it's, you know, that as like fact, right? I guess I could present it as like my, you know, my opinion on it. My mouse sensitivity, and you have it on high. Never mind. Okay. Interesting stuff. We've got interesting things to work on. Inspiration for that prototype, that idea. You go menu and closes it and fixes it. Yeah, there's a reset thing that goes on. I haven't figured out which thing causes it to break. None of the code I've looked at makes sense for it. I need to look at it. Sorry. Things here. So, there are safe tunnels, rangers, catacombs. Midnight Mass is brilliant. Yeah. Is it weird if I have it all the way up for mouse sensitivity? Kind of. Do you have the high DPI setting on? I think that is an issue with saving right now, too. While we're in here, I don't know if I can really take a look at that. I mean, I can, but it might take more to chase it down than I'm anticipating. I mean, I can't do that, Fallout, because it's like, you know, whipping around. The other thing is, like, do you have a DPI button on your mouse that cycles through it? Because that can adjust it too. Like, I've had that before where, like, people accidentally bump their button or something and then it makes it worse. And then they're like, the controls suck. And I'm like, you have a DPI button? Yeah. Press that once or twice. Oh, thank you. You know, like, so, don't know. Could be. You never know. All right. Hence high DPI. Let me see. Options manager. High DPI toggle. Yup. DPI is on. Initialize options false. If it's on, we set all that ish. If not, we turn it off. Okay, those get saved. Settings. Okay. Okay, this is the load, I think. Load settings. So, option settings, MSense. Why am I checking that way? I mean, I have IDPI is on. So if MSense equals 0, that's just a fail-safe. Oh wait, if it's high DPI and MSense is like, what the fuck? Yeah, how'd the clown get there, you know? No one asked that. Everyone's like, oh my god, there's a scary clown. And they're like, what happened to kill this clown? What made this poor man die while in clown costume? Okay, hold on. Oh, we're loading things. We load the settings. We say, hey, am I using high DPI? Yup. Is my MSense greater than 0.05? Yup. High DPI is not on. Because there's a reason for this. Or it's one of those moments where I overthought and thought I needed to make sure to have a failsafe for a scenario that doesn't actually happen, but still ends up doing weird shit. So if it's on, if it's not on, and it's less than 0.05. Oh, because you can put high DPI on and set the mouse sensitivity low and then turn high DPI off, but then it should reset. It does reset. I bet this is where things are getting funky. I'm gonna just comment and see what happens. And then whatever the mouse sensitivity is, that's fine. We set those. Player multi. Let's invert. Yeah. And then this is used like when I check option settings for MSense bit. I may want to put that somewhere else. I think I want to put that somewhere else. Yeah, when they use the gurney, because there are things there that use it, like I think the like complaint of like sometimes DPI is not saved, I think that was the issue right there. I don't think I actually need that code, and it's probably fucking stuff up. But yeah, there are things where if you set it while you're in the options and you're using the gurney, I believe it overrides or messes up the sensitivity on the gurney. And I think that's because I don't apply it like the whole time you're using it. I apply it when you're when you first grab it, so I need to have something there when I close out of the options to be like, am I using the gurney? Yup, okay, do X thing or something. That's not really something go into at the moment, because I'm more interested in Steam Decky stuff currently and why this is not happening. So what happened here, let me read this again now that I'm looking at this. I'm going to forget that I commented that and then be like, no. All right, so we load, and then we get to loading tutorial, control true, Rogo digital lip sync awakens, and then we got nothing. We got no errors. We got nothing. I don't know why. And the music starts playing. It doesn't continue any further. You get a dock for your Steam Deck, or are you connected to Wi-Fi? And do you push builds to it, or just pull them down from Steam? I pull builds down from Steam. Like, I've got a whole setup for pushing to Steam and having a testing branch, and I want that there because I've got QA with Dread, and they have a Steam Deck, so, you know, I don't want to, like, do weird shit. And no, I don't have a dock for it or anything. I have it on Wi-Fi, but that's not, like, I'm not doing anything developer-y on this, really, other than, like, using the developer build and going to desktop mode sometimes to look at the log files. That's really it. Worry about discoverability through the remote debug process. Oh. Yeah, I have not entered that realm. But yeah, that could be something. Potentially. Fun. Okay, so when this happens, it starts up. We have the Rogo lip sync manager. Let's go ahead and start from the beginning here. Let me go to scenes, menu. Okay, and see what's going on here. We're gonna go ahead and just gonna erase all the data. Start right away. What is this? Where's this stepping from? I'm looking at a few things here. Why does night label not have anything? Where's that going? It's weird. Okay, hold on. Before I do any of that, why is night label not a thing? It still works though, so it seems like I don't need it. Continue button probably has that on it. While I'm in here, Yeah, that's gonna be, yeah, that's the night label. And so I don't actually need this. Ah! Calm down, Ryder. Shit. Calm down, dude. Okay, yeah. It's not used anywhere. I don't need it. Get out of here, you. Not that that matters. It's just a thing. It's stupid. Not useful. But it wasn't. It's not what was causing the errors. It's just something that needed to be cleaned up because I'm irresponsible. Good luck, Fallout. Let's do this again. Little fixes while I'm in here. Got 15 minutes. The entire day became this. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you do things and you gotta do them.
I'm so glad
Ah.
it's almost over.
Thank you. Was not expecting. Okay, so we get here. Complete true or false, and we get to lip sync dilly dally. And don't continue to anything else. We also get the controller beat back there.
All right, here we go.
Wee. Okay, so here we get to controller true. This, and then we get the lip sync, project settings, and then we load our thingy, Rogo, digital lip sync, awake, and then we stop. So is there anything in awake? So we've got this. Project settings contains more than one emotion called bleh, whatever. So, I mean, it says it's duplicated and will be ignored, and that's it. And that's fine. It's worked otherwise, but let me see. Is there anywhere I could see that this is in use? Like, where is it from? Let's sync plus project settings. Okay, it seems like there might be something here. That's silly and weird. Where's the project settings for this? Is there a thing? Because it says project settings contains more than one emotion called emotions. There's two missing there. Edit emotions. There's no blank ones there. It's strictly. Hold on, let me see what I can do. That shouldn't matter. We're going to do. Lady. Alright, so what I need to do is go to scenes, go to tutorial. I have a different lip sync plugin now that I would like to try. I think it's called Salsa, if I remember. I want to try to figure that out because Rogo is giving me some weird results from time to time here. Emotions. This is missing. Delete pose. Delete pose. Okay. There's that. Now, do I need to check every body? Let's check old lady tutorial here. Unless she does not have one because reasons. Oh, there it is. There's no missing emotions there. Okay, let me try this now. Though this shouldn't be the issue, because it loads when I don't understand. Like, it works when you first start the game. Like when you first load the game, like if you reinstall, it works. When you reload, it doesn't. So it has something to do with reloading. Hey, Echoes. But whatever, if I can get rid of this warning, that's fine. That's still something useful. Hey there, I'm a chair now. Look at me. This should just throw me in the tutorial. Just want to start over with it. This is what the entire day has become. Okay, well now I don't have that error. Great. That was Raymond throwing that up. Cool, 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 cool. Player locked, unlocked, load complete. Cool. Then I've got this director that's playing.
All right. Here we go.
I'm wondering if it's director stuff. Because does it play right away? It does not play on awake. Something is... Oh wait, this is the main menu. Not exactly what I need. Director. Does not play on awake. So that means the tutorial manager here plays the director. And I think that's when the music starts, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it is part of this timeline asset. Yeah, it is part of that. It's not doing other things. Camera 1, camera 2, fade black animation. But it's not unloading the scene because the load scene doesn't go away. It starts playing the music and then doesn't unload. So when do I unload? Let me see. Close tab. It's somewhere in here. It's somewhere. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure you out. Load async, dilly dally. Okay. Don't I... What? Unload async. There's only one to unload the apartment. You're doing great. Moving on. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Spy time. So we do our pulses. We pulse while it's doing its thing. Reload the scene. Done. And we load the scene. Load async. What happens to the load scene? Don't we... Then I wait for this, right? I'm doing load next level. And then I wait for that, don't I? I don't use that? How does the loading scene go away then? I'm loading async. And then I wait, whatever. And I go into the next scene. But it should be there. Max number of things you can find on body? I don't know, I'd have to look. Yeah. Clearly the pumpkin is ruining everything again. I've got 4 minutes to figure this stupidness out. Now I'm rather confused as to how the loading scene actually goes away. We wait 6 seconds. If we're in these various scenes, we load those scenes. Oh, load scene mode single. There it is. So when it's done, it'll like close the other one, I guess. What are other modes? Yeah, additive. So once it's fully loaded, the scene goes away. And I don't need this. I don't need the async operation because I don't utilize it. I believe I was doing like a while loop waiting for it to do its thing. But then the load scene mode single already takes care of the removal of the scenes. So it doesn't matter. And the wait 6 seconds is just a placebo load effect. I'm uncertain as to where the holdup is then, because it loads in, it starts playing that music, but it also freezes when I go in to the main game. It doesn't have to do with the director. Something is causing it to hold up there. Something's causing it to hang. It's not these things. I'm also wondering, because there's settings for Windows, Macs, and Linux here. And Steam Deck is a Linux system, so I'm wondering if there's something I'm missing here. What's this? Flip model ensures the best performance. Disable this to fall back to Windows 7 style bit model. It's only direct 3D graphics. Is this really? I haven't heard of that. I guess that's on by default. Graphics API for Linux. Auto graphics API for Linux. Yep. Yeah, I know. It's really weird because, yeah, like, I guess Steam Deck does some sort of wrapper thing. I'm really not sure how it runs. I mean, unless something like Wine running, right? Proton. So only Windows settings in Unity will apply. Even the graphics API options for Linux here, like these things, I guess it would only be for Windows, so. Okay, Proton Steam's on Wine. All right. There shouldn't. The thing is, though, is it plays the first. So these don't make any sense because it plays the first time. It has to do with coming in to an existing game. Having played it before is the thing, right? All right. Well, I gotta go anyway. This is gonna have to be saved for another day. I think what I'm gonna do next is load the game on the Steam Deck. Erase all the files, close the game, come back into the game. I'm wondering if something is created that isn't cleared out when you clear your save file. Something that is remade just when you come in if there's nothing. I don't know. We'll see. Like if there's a temporary thing that gets set that isn't playing nice. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense because it works everywhere else and has worked sometimes on Steam Deck. So that's annoying. But all right. It's time for me to depart. I got to go eat food, do responsible things. I'll figure out this. I mean, at the very least, we got some other ideas for the prototype, which I should really start making the focus of the streams here. I just happen to be thinking of some of these things when it happens. So, all right. I will leave now. I have to leave you. And I will see every single one of you tomorrow again at 10 a.m. That's the time. Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will miss you horribly. And thank you, as usual, to the patrons. You are fantastic. Hopefully I can get some fun stuff spat out for you soon to start playing. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.